There is a quiet lie most people live with, that truth will be rewarded, that intelligence will rise, that being right is enough. It isn't. The world does not follow truth. It follows what feels certain. And this is why the smartest voice is often ignored, while the calmest one is obeyed. As Friedrich Nietzsche observed, convictions are more dangerous enemies of truth than lies. The world doesn't ask who is right. It asks who sounds like they know. Intelligence sees complexity. That is its strength and its curse. The intelligent mind hesitates. It weighs consequences. It notices contradictions. Charisma does not. Charisma simplifies reality into something people can emotionally stand on. That's why intelligence often collapses inward, while charisma expands outward. As Arthur Schopenhauer wrote, every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. Charismatic people narrow the field, and people are grateful for it. There was a man who understood the problem before anyone else. He saw the flaw. He predicted the failure. He was correct, but he waited. When he spoke, his voice carried uncertainty, not because he was wrong, but because he saw too much. Moments later, another man spoke, less accurate, less careful, but calm, certain. The room slowed. The decision was made. Truth lost. Certainty won, and no one felt uncomfortable about it. Charisma is not morality. It is not truth. It is not intelligence. Charisma is emotional authority. It is the ability to quiet doubt in others by appearing settled within yourself. This is why charisma is dangerous, because it can carry truth or delusion with equal force. As Carl Jung warned, people don't have ideas, ideas have people. Charisma is how ideas acquire hosts. History is crowded with people who were not the brightest of their era. But when they spoke, people felt direction, not logic. Direction. Humans crave orientation more than truth. They will follow whoever sounds like they know where this is going, even when they don't. The world is anxious. Most people don't want to think deeply. They want relief from uncertainty. Charismatic people provide relief by sounding sure. Intelligent people sound unsure because they see consequences. And consequences frighten people. As Søren Kierkegaard put it, people demand freedom of speech as a compensation for the freedom of thought, which they seldom use. Certainty is comforting. Complexity is threatening. Two candidates walked into the same room. One explained everything. Every answer complete. Every angle covered. The other spoke briefly, paused, stopped. One tried to prove value. The other assumed it. The job went to the second, not because he was better, but because hesitation spreads faster than doubt. Human beings do not decide logically. They rationalize emotionally. This is not an opinion. It is a psychological fact. As Daniel Kahneman showed, we are not thinking machines that feel. We are feeling machines that think. Charisma speaks to the feeling first. Intelligence speaks too late. That is why silence is powerful. Silence suggests control. Control suggests authority. Notice who speaks the least in powerful rooms. They are not empty. They are contained. They do not rush to fill silence. They let it pressure others. Restraint creates gravity. The need to explain repels it. Intelligent people believe explanation will save them. It rarely does. Over-explanation signals self-doubt. Self-doubt invites disregard. As Blaise Pascal noted, when we wish to appear superior, we try too hard to convince. Power does not insist. It waits. One person speaks once. Another keeps going. One trusts presence. The other seeks permission. Respect follows the one who is willing to stop first. Some of you are invisible, not because you lack intelligence, but because intelligence alone has no weight. You were trained to think, not to occupy space. You were taught clarity, not gravity, and the world does not orbit thought. It orbits presence. Yes, but it requires discipline, not performance, not manipulation. Charisma rooted in ego collapses. Charisma rooted in self-control endures. Slow speech, fewer words, emotional regulation. As Jung implied, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Charisma is conscious control of inner chaos. Charisma begins when you stop asking to be understood, when you stop explaining who you are, when you allow silence to either repel or attract and accept the outcome. Because those who need approval can never hold authority. Intelligence is not wrong, but intelligence without grounding becomes isolation. Charisma is not virtue, but it gives ideas a body. The world does not follow the wisest. It follows the most settled. And as Nietzsche understood, he who knows himself takes no position lightly. Stillness is power. If this resonated, stay. This channel explores the quiet laws that govern influence, psychology, and human behavior. Because knowledge opens the door, but presence decides whether anyone follows you inside.